It's Nolan. Going bad on them. I be running up a check and do the dash on them. They was sleeping on the kid, then I passed all them. I was waiting in the water, now I splash on them. Like, cannonball, splash. Hit the frog, splash. White wall, splash. Jackie jump, splash. Fuck up the drama, just me and my partners be grinding to fill up the bag. Add up the comments, she look at the diamonds, lil' mama gon' rock with the splash. Mission to fill in the blanks, permission to fill up the bank. Gassing on niggas, I guess I should fill up the tank. The champion and tip through the ranks. Driving hits like Golden Glove. Bang head with the shoulder shrug. Mayweather, boy, I'm undefeated. On my competition, I just pull the plug. Light a candle for the ops. Got me pulling all the stops. Niggas see me in they dread. Made me think of going locks. I be creeping through your block. See all the hoes in your strategy. I break it down like some crocs. Shit in your tent like some jack in the box. Got your chick in my spot. She want apples to rock. I'm a bad boy. I just crash for her. I don't pay attention to the dashboard. I be in the pain, then I crash boys. Y'all just act hard. Get your sag hard. I'm a jaguar. Inspiration for the generation like the Black Panther. On my job, I just spread my gift. Do it every year, bitch. I'm Secret Santa. Sweet home, no Alabama. On the floor like David Banner. Pinky ring on Super Bowl. See me high stepping like Deion Sanders. Rude boy, better mind your manners. I've been watching y'all about to change the channel. Got a chick waiting on speed dial. And she got the drop like Louisiana. Like, oh. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody is doing well today. That song I just played y'all at the top of the show is called Splash. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, that goddamn Bad Boy Apple Ciroc line did not age well, did it? Shit. Fuck, man. I made that song in 2021. That shit was on NBA 2K, all type of shit, man. Damn, boy, you done fucked it up for me. I can't even perform that song no more. That's one of my most popular ones. You son of a bitch. Anyway, what we're going to be getting into today's show, we're not talking about him. We're going to be getting into Drake going on an unfollow spree. All right? And he ain't keep it to one select group of people. He went through the music industry, entertainment, and athletes all got the chopping block as of last night coming into this morning. And basically anybody who ain't been saying glowing things about him in the press, in the media, or perhaps have shown any sort of connection to Kendrick Lamar after post-battle, I guess he's saying everybody gotta go. This kind of gives a little bit of I won't say credibility to Maul because Drake has not unfollowed J. Cole yet. But remember, just a couple days ago, Maul was talking about how there is a chopping block of people that know they can't reach out, can't work with them, can't fuck with them no more. Now we see a whole group of people that have been unfollowed. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. In this show, we're also going to be talking about Future coming out with Mixtape Pluto and some of the records that he's breaking on the heels of putting out this new project. So we're going to talk about that as well. And we're also going to get into NBA player Zion Williamson, who I guess does not want to be on the receiving end of an unfollow from Drake because he skirted around questions in an NBA press conference where they asked him if he had Kendrick Lamar on his gym playlist. And he didn't say no. He didn't include him in his playlist either. And he basically didn't want to answer anything directly when it came to Kendrick. So we're going to get into all of those things, man. Niggas is playing a funny game out in these streets. Oh, man, let's not waste no time. So, of course, Kendrick Lamar has been unfollowed by Drake. I would have thought he unfollowed him sooner than that, but maybe he just wanted to keep a little couple tabs on him. Word on the street is that Drake, however, has not unfollowed Kendrick Lamar's, I guess, what they call Finsta, the JoJo Ruski account where he does like his little side quests and missions and does non-rapper shit over there. I don't even know the last time he posted on that page, but they say that he's still following that page just to see his whereabouts, I guess. Also, he's unfollowed Playboi Carti. And interestingly enough, Playboi Carti has a song with Drake, which was released in the 100 Gigs
collection, the No Face record, where he's on there, but there is no verse from Playboy Cardi. Word on the street is that Playboy Cardi did not clear a verse for Drake to feature on that record, because I guess he did do one, but based on his somewhat loyalty or alliance to Kendrick Lamar, he did not clear for that verse to be used. Okay, Playboy Cardi has also been in pretty constant communication with Kendrick Lamar, friend and rapper Hitta J3. They've been interacting on Twitter and Instagram stories and whatnot, passing messages back and forth. And basically, he's letting it be known, anybody coming up against the gang or the set, which I have nothing to do with, it's kind of open season on those people. Now, I don't think that Playboy Cardi is out here actively banging. I would hope not. I don't know why rappers feel like they have this need to try to cater to that crowd, to act like they really on that wave, because nothing about the rap life, nothing about the celebrity life really gives you any room, any wiggle room to be affiliated beyond just saying it. Because once you start engaging in acts that are in accordance to the growth of the gang, you're gonna get hit with RICO charges. You're gonna go away and leave your family stranded. So it don't even make no sense. But for whatever reason, him and Hitta J3 have remained in contact throughout the last few months. They've been sending little telegrams back to each other and whatnot, reposting and resharing and shit like that. So Drake said, nah, boy, you got to go too. Fuck that verse. Fuck what you're talking about. You're out of here. Okay? Also on that chopping block is one of his most storied frenemies, Mr. Joe Budden. Y'all know they have a very long history. Ever since Drake even broke out into the game, when he was first making his little waves of tour stops and stuff in his career, when he still had the low cut hair, you know what I'm saying? He was still claiming, what was the other crew before OVO? ATF, All Things Fresh. Back when he was claiming ATF, that was a time, boy. You can never come out in 2024 and name your brand ATF. They would have said you was the feds back then. But back then, he was doing Joe Budden interviews outside the club, damn near bowing to the man's feet, talking about how influential he was and how he spent a couple years of his life completely emulating Joe Budden's style. Ever since those days, they have had an up and down relationship. Once Joe Budden started being critical of Drake, somewhere after Take Care, really Views. Views was like the straw that broke the camel's back. He didn't have gleaming things to say about that particular album. And at that point, their relationship got rocky. Drake started playing games in the media, started saying little things in his verses and stuff that Joe took offense to. Of course, we know Joe jumped out the window, threw some diss records at him. Over the years, they've continued to, play nice in certain instances. They've done Instagram lives during the pandemic, all this different type of stuff. Joe has been out with his friends on Instagram Live. Drake has jumped in the comments saying, hey, go ahead and pump it up. That's really going to get the crowd going, all this different type of stuff. So they continue to have some on again, off again relationship. They both have each other's numbers. Even as recent as last year when Joe Budden was critical of For All the Dogs, Drake reached out to Joe via text and said, hey, basically, I don't like what you're talking about, but something y'all keep playing with my name, somebody gonna pop y'all in the mouth or something like that. Whatever. Even with all of those things transpiring, they didn't unfollow each other. It just kind of got a little quiet. But now Joe Budden has drawn the line Drake has drawn the line in the sand on Joe Budden. I ain't following you no more. Fuck ya. Okay. Also on that list is NBA megastar, perhaps some people's GOAT, LeBron James has now been put on the chopping block. As y'all know, LeBron James has been interacting with Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us all year. I think it would probably be the top song on his motherfucking gym playlist right about now, because that nigga been everywhere that song was playing. You know what I'm saying? Daylight was in the goddamn club. They was playing that motherfucker. You saw LeBron James in the background getting it too, doing the same old two-step. Damn. That nigga was at the pop out screaming goddamn Not Like Us at the top of his lungs. Every time that motherfucking song, for niggas that ain't never met LeBron James, your best bet to try to meet that nigga before the year is out is to play Not Like Us on some extremely loud speakers. Clap 2 times, LeBron James will come if he ain't got no game scheduled for him and his son. Good God almighty. That nigga LeBron, diabolical. And you know, the relationship with him and Drake runs very deep. When Drake came out and became like the big new shit in the industry, just right there, LeBron James had that documentary shit about his journey from high school to the league. He tapped Drake to make that fucking Forever song and all that good shit, right? They had a real tight relationship. They've hung out. Of course, you know, LeBron's kids went to Sierra Canyon. Drake was out there at Sierra Canyon games, watching the games, watching them play. Shit, he even grabbed up one of the moms on the team for a little bit. Like, shit, let me get cozy out here, man. Shit, LeBron keep extending the invites. I'm going to keep accepting. Looks like the invites have stopped coming. Damn, boy. Don't he wear your number? 6 God. LeBron out here still wearing 6, or is he wearing number 23 again? Shit. Damn, I think he is wearing number 23. Rick Ross also got unfollowed. That's no surprise there. They went back and forth in the beef. I was actually expecting Rick Ross to have been unfollowed sooner than that. I thought that was the whole thing, but Ross unfollowed his ass first. And he's still been keeping tabs up on him. I guess October 1st, that nigga said, I'm cleaning house on all you hoes. Y'all want to play with me? This is my birthday month, bitch. I ain't accepting no negativity on my birthday month. Fuck niggas. You a funny nigga, man. And last but certainly not least, Mr. DeMar DeRozan has been unfollowed by Drake. Now, keep in mind, people, I didn't go out here and search this shit. This has been splattered all over the internet. I woke up and saw it and said, okay, I'll talk about it. Fuck it. It's too big of a group. You know what I'm saying? And these are very, very big names. Kendrick Lamar, Joe Budden, LeBron James. Yeah. We gonna talk about it. So DeMar DeRozan, of course, he used to play for the Toronto Raptors. And they developed a relationship while he was on the squad. You know, even in the midst of the battle, we saw DeMar DeRozan pop out at the pop out, and he was in the Not Like Us music video. And basically, his stance was he was not trying to choose sides. He said he still was bros with Drake, and he still bros with Kendrick Lamar. But for Kendrick, the ties just run much deeper because they're from Compton, right? They're literally almost like family. They've grown up in the same setting, been in the same situations, neighborhood policies and stuff like that just to even survive. That's a bond that he says can't be broken, right? But unfortunately, Drake is in a position where he feels like everybody of significance needs to pick a side. If you're not rolling with me, you must be against me. It seems that that's the stance that he's taken, and he can't seem to trust nobody, which I understand. But I think the bigger question for somebody like a Drake is, how close were you with these people to begin with, right? It seems that you're kind of being isolated in an industry where people, since the beginning of your rise and ascension to fame and fortune, have tolerated you, used or allowed themselves to be used by you for proximity, for fame, success. But it seems that many people in your field, in your profession, and in a lot of these different areas around the entertainment field really don't like you, right? They've just had to be around you because, and I ain't gonna lie, some of the stuff does seem a little weird, right? As to why so many niggas was kissing ass and talking about how great of a guy Drake was to all of a sudden flip the script. I will say there is some weirdness to that, but I don't know the backstory as to why everybody was so easily swayed to flip. The rumors are, again, you be out here sleeping with everybody's baby mama, girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, doing anything you can to get under niggas' skin. The new word on the street is that you're out here collaborating with artists, telling them everything is all good, but when they try to finally release their records, you saying, nah, you can't put that out. It's not cleared. Cease and desist. I don't know. You say cease and desist. You said cease and desist are for hoes, but it seems that people are now changing their opinion about you, calling you just that. Again, these are not my opinions. These are just what is looming in the media, in the streets, and how people have been feeling about you allegedly. I'm not connected east or west, right? But it seems that niggas are tired of your ass. Or if they're not just tired of you, they're making a concerted effort to dissociate. I don't know if they feel like something negative is coming your way, because that could also be a part of it, right? The people you're associating yourself with nowadays, you got this new little guy that is out here claiming that he's your shooter, this top 5 guy, right? Out here claiming bodies, talking about how him and his squad are getting off on these things. I'm sure people that are trying to live upstanding lives ain't really trying to be associated with whatever's coming down on the trickle down of that. Don't want to be seen in the same settings, don't want to be in the same houses if you're inviting these types of people over for the functions. Right? The funding of certain people who are coming and being outed for exposing minors' bodies on live streams without even asking for their consent or trying to coerce them into displaying their bodies while not telling them that it's recording. That wasn't cool. Right? So you got a lot of questionable people in your circle. There's another girl you're associated with. She got arrested for trafficking. You know what I'm saying? So maybe behind the scenes, niggas been knowing what's going on. Because it seemed like LeBron all year has been like working his move to be like, shit, boy, LA. I ain't got nothing against nobody. We just dancing in LA. Nigga, I play for the Lakers. Oh, shit. Once again, we've got NBA player Zion Williamson. He might be your last line of defense. They asked him what his gym playlist was for the summer. He said, Nas, Illmatic, Biggie, Ready to Die. He been on some 90s hip hop shit, you know? They say, what about Kendrick Lamar? He like, why you ask me that? We got footage of this motherfucker, man. That nigga sounded like somebody said Candyman 2 times and he was scared of the third. What the fuck, Zion?
Why wasn't Kendrick Lamar in your list for off-season workout playlists?
Jeez Christ. What makes you wait first? Before we go to the first part of the question, what made you ask that second question?
Well, I just feel like you had 2 good songs you could have been playing in the gym. That Euphoria, that not
And
what
songs would those be?
Euphoria, Not Like Us. I'm trying to just understand where was the greatness of the summer in your track list? I'm confused.
Man, I hear you. But you know, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. But saying that, come on, it's Kendrick Lamar. Like, I really got to sit up here and talk about how good of an artist he is.
You just need to hear it, man. Sometimes misunderstanding got to be
I
explained,
hear
but
you,
you ain't
man.
explained it. You know?
That nigga Zion got up there and walked off, said, "Miss me with that bullshit. You're not a journalist, you're a tourist." Damn, man. Now I ain't mad at Zion. Number one, bitch, I'm an NBA player. I'm in uniform. We finna goddamn start practicing training camp and shit. We finna get this season jumped off in just a little second. Why you come up here asking me about rap shit, man? When you see me doing some rap shit, boy, I ain't doing no rap shit. Bitch, I'm just happy. Bitch, I'm just happy to get back on the court. Do you know how much they've been ripping into this man about his weight, injuries, all his proclivities outside the court with Mariah Mills, ex-adult film star? He like, shit, man, me and Drake like the same type of women. I ain't got nothing against that, man. Leave me alone. Ah, man, this shit is looking crazy out here. But like I said, Drake, you might have a friend in Zion. Y'all might could still hang out. Y'all still could, hit the streets in New Orleans. Hopefully, by the time Super Bowl time comes, you and Zion can hang out during the Super Bowl, because Wayne and your ass won't be there. Damn it, man. Oh, it's definitely scary hours out here for Drake. I ain't gonna lie, man. I still stand by the statement that he should take a break. I think he should take a social media hiatus too, to be honest. I think he should stop posting. He should stop putting shit in his stories for a little minute. Go 0 dark 30 like your boy Bron. Let niggas wonder what the fuck you got going on. That's been the biggest problem with Drake this year. Like, after all of the music stopped, he just kept doing shit. Kept up some sort of antics that have kept him in the public eye, and none of the moves that he's put out there that he's tried to display have worked out positively in his favor. This is the issue of like overarching accessibility that nobody asked for. Like, you just keep putting shit out. You keep doing shit. You knew that niggas was gonna put this out. Every time Drake unfollows somebody, or even allegedly unfollows somebody, because there was a story circulating just a couple months ago that Drake had already unfollowed LeBron, it turned out to not be true. Now it's finally here, but you know that people are gonna talk about these things. You know niggas is gonna cover it. You know. You're trying to send a message without saying anything. Then you got niggas out here in the press that are literally trying to speak for you, and you're also doing little things on your own. It doesn't make you look good. As a nearly 40-year-old man, it doesn't scream maturity. It doesn't scream growth. And these are the very things that Kendrick Lamar was asking and putting into his music, saying, we know they call you the boy, but where's the man? We haven't seen him yet. So you just keep showing us that you haven't evolved. And that's been the main thing that people have been asking for. The people that didn't like For All the Dogs, what did they ask for? They said, hey, it's time for him to evolve with his music. He's already given us 5-6 different versions of the same shit that you gave us here. What are we supposed to do with it? Yeah, it was a successful album. A lot of people, when Drake drops, they're going to check it out. There's a dedicated group of fans that gonna love it, and then there's a lot of other people that are gonna be like, okay, Drake just dropped, he's too big of an artist for me not to at least give it a chance. Those streams run the sales up, it makes it look very good, but then when you get to the critical acclaim of the project, it's not all that great. Now for me, I've been pretty consistent in saying, if he drops some fire shit, I'm gonna listen to it, I'm gonna evaluate it for what it is, and if it's dope, I'm gonna say it's dope. But you're definitely walking a line where you're kind of hitting a point of no return. Now, of course, you do have a big fan base of dedicated fans, as I just acknowledged. But for people that are typically casually listening to your music, those that are typically on the fence that can say, I may take 2-3 songs off Drake's album and put it on my playlist, you're now getting those people to be like, it really ain't that deep. I really don't need this nigga. Right? People thought that your music was gonna, hit this massive surge on the charts. after that 3-pack. But those songs peaked and fell right back. The Drake effect has been waning. You got this Party Next Door project that's supposed to come out that I ain't gonna say nobody asked for, because I think the OVO fans are pretty much anticipating that, but I don't think anybody outside of the same people that listened to the last Party Next Door album are gonna listen to that, because the general public is really just not consumed with Party Next Door. So that doesn't seem like a move that's gonna be super promising. You might help him get a more successful release than what he's accustomed to. But I don't see it moving the needle. I don't see it recovering your public perception. I think you should go away for a bit. Like, just go into hibernation, figure out your plan. And when you come back outside, I think you need to come out with music that's aimed at hit records. Not sneak dissing, not transmuting. Let me do a 21 Savage record. Let me do this record. The people want to know, or at least the people that are open to hearing you, because a lot of people aren't. The people that are open to hearing you want to know, where is Drake at moving forward? What's going on in your life that you can rap about? Because that was supposed to be that was your whole calling card when you came into the industry. You were supposed to be the nigga that wasn't trying to be hard. You were supposed to be the nigga that was supposed to be open with his emotions and how he feels. And you were like the unofficial stepbrother to Kanye West, who already had introduced that style. Now you've gotten so caught up in your own hubris and machismo and trying to prove shit to niggas that you've become a caricature of your own self. So what's the next move, brother? Now, going back to somebody who you don't seem to like or are at odds with or don't like your ass, is Future. Okay? Future is out here breaking new records with his release of the new album, Mixtape Pluto. Okay? And with Mixtape Pluto, he just went number 1. And this is his 11th number 1 album of his career. Okay? Topping the Billboard 200 according to Luminate. Mixtape Pluto has sold 129,000 equivalent album units in the US in the past week. His albums with Metro Boomin earlier this year both debuted at number 1, just 3 weeks apart. We Don't Trust You debuted atop the chart on April 6th. We Still Don't Trust You debuted number 1 on April 27th. And they state that the Beatles were the last act in the music industry to have 3 albums reach number 1 in the short span of 6 months. They say since the Billboard 200 began publishing on a regular weekly basis in March of 1956, no other solo artist has accumulated 3 number 1 albums as fast as Future Hendrix. Okay? So, I ain't gonna sit here and try to act like Future is one of my favorite artists. He absolutely is not, but I do salute him on that. He has a big fan base, has a very loyal fan base of people. He's coming off of, 3 successful albums in a short period. I remember when DMX did that, right? Back in 1998, 99. He had 2 albums go number 1 in the span of a year. And that was a big fucking deal. But to have 3 number 1 albums in less than 6 months, I didn't know niggas had that much of an appetite for goddamn Future. But I tell you what, when it comes to Drake, I'm sure he's hating the fact that they not on good terms no more, because he would be like the perfect person to try to weasel his way on in to do collaborations with and try to get himself back into the public favor because Future is still beloved despite the Sierra, despite how people say his music represents toxic masculinity, which is what Drake has been leaning into for the past, I can't even tell you how long. If Drake popped out with a Future verse right now, collaboration right now, I think Not everybody, but I think there's a big percentage of the crowd that would be like, oh shit, we can fuck with him again. He didn't show up on that Future album, though, Mixtape Pluto. Right? They just dropped 2 albums dissing this nigga, allegedly. So I think that door has shut. But I did want to go ahead and talk about Mixtape Pluto and its success, since we are a music channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just get consumed all up in Drake's mishaps and beefs and all that type of shit. So I just was like, you know what? Let me talk about Future. Da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? But to be honest, I like a couple records off the Mixtape Pluto project, but it's more of the same shit from him too. It's just that his crowd wants that shit. Let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. All right, much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit on my almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.